Hey, it's Mark Linney with your video thought for the day. All right, we are still on the road. In fact, I got a little bit lost recently. I'm in this old city that's been around for a couple of thousand years, actually. And it's fascinating because the streets in the older part of town are not laid out the way they are in most towns I'm familiar with, because these streets existed long before heavens, before even horse-drawn carriages were a norm. So a lot of the streets are real narrow and they're not straight, and they twist and they turn, and you don't know what's in front of you and what's behind you, and you don't know where you're going or where it is. And it's real easy to get lost in these things. But by the same token, sometimes you just turn a corner and there are these really cool things right there for you that you never dreamed were there. And I'm thinking about that because I'm looking at passages in the Bible that talk about roads. The Greek word for road is hodos. It's spelled like rough breathing, so H-O-D-O-S, hodos. And this word is often translated road, it's translated way or path or things like that. And there's a passage where this word is used in Romans 11, verse 22. It's really important. I really want you to get this because this can change your life. Here it is. Paul, having talked about the way God is working in the world and all, says, "Oh, the depths of the riches and wisdom and knowledge of God. How unsearchable are his judgments, and how inscrutable his ways," or his roads. In other words, just like we may not see down the end of a road, especially one that has a lot of curves and twists and turns, so it is with the roads of God. They're inscrutable. We can't see to the end of God's roads, but we can be confident of something. And that is that the depths, how deep are the riches? How deep is the knowledge? How deep is the wisdom of God that's found in his roads? So his roads are not something that we just have to worry about. What's at the end of this road? We may not see the end of the road that God has us on. You may be on a road where you're struggling. You may be on a road where you're worried. You may be on a road where you're upset. You may be on a road that's not at all to your liking. But if you're following God, then you're on God's road, and you know that deeper than you can imagine is his wisdom. Deeper than you can imagine is his knowledge. He knows what's coming down the pike. And deeper than you can imagine are his judgments and his ways. And so, walking down these obscure roads of life that you don't know or understand, you never know what's right around the corner. But if you're walking with God and you're following with God, even the unscrutable, that which you can't fathom, you can trust in faith to be the road you're supposed to be on. Life is full of unusual twists and turns. I hope you're on God's road, because I hope you're walking with the faith and confidence that he's going to take you where you need to go. That's me to you on this road journey as we stop once more and discuss your video thought for the day.